going back to endings, because that is interesting. I think that there was a little more that stuck out to me, and
Mm.
that was specifically in regards to Casca Highbottom. Now,
Yes.
Casca Highbottom was, in my mind, the highlight of the end, and how the end had a big maybe change. And part of that is also because Coriolanus Snow has changed throughout this entire movie, right? He's gone from being a good guy to being a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
And at the very end, this arch nemesis of his, going back to being the villain of the villain, Casca Highbottom, is this character who he doesn't want Snow to win. And it's
Mm-hmm.
very clear throughout the
Mm-hmm.
entire movie. And he's fighting him, and he's trying to stop him, and he's trying to get him in trouble, and then he sends him away, and all of these things. And then at the very end, he comes to confront him in his drug addicted state and goes, "You know, the reason I hated your father is because he forced me into the situation where I had to do the games, and I didn't want to cause this type of evil. And
Mm-hmm.
so I was trying to stop the games and trying to make them less interesting and subvert the games so that the people would no longer carry out this tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
And you have subverted that." And it
Mm-hmm.
was so interesting because it took this character who was a villain, very clearly an enemy of Snow,
Mm-hmm.
and turned him into this guy who was genuinely trying to do something good for society.
And that is from
It
the
was,
book too.
yeah. Well, it was just so interesting because you don't normally see a. Obviously, there's not a lot of movies where the whole story is about someone going from good to bad. So
Mm-hmm.
that in of itself narrows the category a lot. But then again, to see someone who's quote unquote the bad guy in the movie turn into a good guy at the end of the movie in a second was just so interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I thought it was very fascinating to see. And
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a big revelation because it told a lot about one. It told a
Mm-hmm.
lot about Coriolanus Snow's father.
Mm-hmm.
It told a lot about Casca Highbottom. It told a lot about the society at large. So
Mm-hmm.
it was very interesting.
No, it's definitely a very interesting revelation. Very cool how it was played out. And it's almost like he's trying to do the right thing, trying to be the hero, trying to fix what the mistakes he made in a way. He's like, this was like making Snow lose was like an attempt to like make the games go away. But now that Snow has
Yeah,
won, he now knows the games won't go away. Like he has failed. Like it's like, and he knows that at the very end of the movie. And
yeah,
it's kind of sad in a way when you look at him and hear his words.
because he's a good guy, but he lost,
Mm-hmm.
and you see his despair in some degree in the entire movie as he's his drug induced state where he's always taking whatever that
The
elixir
morpholine stuff,
is.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then at the end it literally kills him as you see that Jon Snow as Snow probably poisoned it.
Mm-hmm. No, he does.
Anyways,
The book does say he's poisoned it. He put the rat poison in it, and as he did before, and so it's an intentional thing to get rid of High Bottom. Because it's like his revenge against High Bottom for what happened